Bonjour tout monde, I'm Cassie, your French tutor, so you can learn French the French way. Today we're gonna learn how to express what we like and what we dislike. And I'm sure you already know that French people can have very strong opinion and we kind of love expressing it. So if you want to do the same, you will need to learn how. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this lesson, so you can be proud and you can express what you want, what you like or not. At the end of this video, you will be able to say things like j'aime beaucoup la cuisine française, mais je préfère la cuisine italienne. Je déteste les fromages français alors que j'adore les fromages italiens. Par exemple, je kiffe la mozzarella. So stay until the end if you want to be able to say something like that. Oh, et dans cette leçon, on va apprendre de nouveaux verbes. Donc si tu n'es pas encore familier avec être ou avoir, je te mets la vidéo par là. T'es prêt? On y va. Conjuguer le verbe aimer. To express what you like or what you dislike, the main verb we're going to use in French is aimer. Aimer. J'aime. Tu aimes. Il, elle, on aime. Nous aimons. Vous aimez. Il, elles aiment. So this verb can be translated in two different ways in English. That can be either to like, especially for things, can be objects, can be places, concepts, but for people it is really to love. It is a way stronger feeling when you're talking about aimer someone rather than aimer something. When you use aimer with people, as I said, it is a strong feeling. So it is either romantic love or somebody you're really, really close to. For example, somebody from your family. So to express your tastes, we're gonna take aimer and we're gonna add adverbs to add a bit of nuance, to make it positive or negative. You can use it with a noun or with a verb. For example, j'aime manger, mais je déteste le fromage. As you see, you can use any verb in its infinitive form after aimer, but if you use a noun after, like le fromage, the cheese, in my case, I really don't like smelly French cheese, so you need to use the noun, le fromage. You cannot say j'aime fromage, you would say j'aime le fromage. As you may have noticed, I did not use aimer when it was negative. I used another verb because in French we tend to avoid repetition in the same sentence. I could have expressed my dislike with aimer and then put it in negative. We will do that a bit later today. But I chose détester, to hate, just to show you that this structure works with other verbs that express like or dislikes. Exprimer ce qu'on aime. In this section, we're gonna learn how to express that you like something, but there will be nuance, like different degrees of liking. We're gonna start with aimer. J'aime means you like, but we're gonna spice it up. J'aime bien means you kind of like it. It's okay. You're not a big fan, but you like it. Again, you can use after a noun or a verb. J'aime bien marcher. Let's go a step further. J'aime beaucoup. Beaucoup means a lot. So j'aime beaucoup means I like a lot. J'aime beaucoup les animaux, comme les chiens ou les chats. And then we're gonna use another verb that would be adorer. So adorer is a tiny bit different than to adore in English, though the roots are the same, but it's a little bit less strong. Here, j'adore something rather means something you like a lot, but you don't adore it. Like there is no adoration really. J'adore voyager. Adorer will be conjugated the same way as aimer. You may have spotted that both verbs end with er. And we're gonna see that in an entire video about present tense, so stay with me for that. They end with the same letters. That means the way you conjugate it is exactly the same. So, j'aime, j'adore. Both ends with the I. Nous aimons, nous adorons. O-N-S at the end. Follow the same structure, the same pattern. Le cas du verbe plaire. So there is another verb that I wanted to teach you today because this one can be tricky, but it is also extremely common. It is the verb plaire. And this one is a bit specific because for those of you who know or speak Spanish, there will be a bit the same structure as gustar, because then you're not the subject of the verb. What you like becomes the subject. This means that the conjugation needs to match what you like. So it is mostly in third person. Can be singular, il, elle. Can be plural, il with an S, elle with an S. So you would say il me plaît. If you want to say for you, me refers to you. Il me plaît ou elle me plaît. Plural, il me plaise, elle me plaise. J'aime cet endroit, ça me plaît bien ici. And in plural, les œuvres de cet artiste me plaisent beaucoup. Again, the ending of the verb, how you conjugate it, needs to match what you like. Exprimer ce qu'on n'aime pas. Okay, now we're gonna vent a bit and say what we dislike. So we're gonna use aimer, again, that's our base, and we're gonna add other adverbs. We're gonna start with je n'aime pas trop. Means I don't really like it. Not a big fan. Doesn't mean that I hate it, but you know, again, not a big fan. Je n'aime pas trop faire du vélo. One step further. Je n'aime pas beaucoup. Kind of mean the same, but a tiny bit stronger. Je n'aime pas beaucoup les sodas. I don't like them very much. Je n'aime pas vraiment. Vraiment means really. In all circumstances, all contexts. So, je n'aime pas vraiment. I don't really like it. Je n'aime pas vraiment les films d'horreur. Ça me fait peur. Okay, then we're gonna express that we don't like. For real. Je n'aime pas. Je n'aime pas. Je n'aime pas ce restaurant. La nourriture n'est pas bonne. Je n'aime pas du tout. Okay, here it is a strong feeling, quite a strong opinion. Je n'aime pas du tout. I really don't like it. Je n'aime pas du tout faire du volet. And now we're gonna use détester, which we saw a little bit earlier. Détester, to hate. As I said before, je déteste le fromage français. Ça pue. J'ai horreur. Avoir horreur de quelque chose. The verb we're gonna use here is avoir. This one we already know, right? Yeah, I know you saw the video. So you already know how to conjugate it. Then you just add horreur, horror. J'ai horreur de. J'ai horreur des gens qui parlent au cinéma. So now we're gonna use another verb, supporter. And as you can see, supporter ends with er. Just like aimer, just like détester, just like adorer. So you're gonna conjugate it the exact same way. You would say, je ne supporte pas. Je ne supporte pas les menteurs. That means I cannot bear them. La négation. So I'm sure you saw already, we have the verb aimer. And we add ne pas around it. And that makes it negative. J'aime, je n'aime pas. That's how you create negative sentences in French. You add ne and pas around the verb. Though, when we speak, we tend to omit ne. J'aime pas will be way more common. J'aime pas. Je supporte pas. And it works in all contexts. Not only liking and disliking something.
Salut, je suis en train de monter la vidéo et juste pour dire, s'il y a des gens qui vous disent que la négation se forme avec ne, que c'est la façon correcte de parler, etc. Screw them. La langue évolue et vraiment plus personne ne dit ne pas. Je n'aime pas. Je ne veux pas. Personne. Je veux pas. J'aime pas. Et même à Paris, je veux pas. Donc, ne vous embêtez pas et parlez juste comme tous les Français le font. C'est comme ça que le français évolue.
Okay, and now a few saying just to add different ways to express that. So we're gonna start with bof. Bof. That would be the equivalent of mais in English. Like, so. Bof. Je passe mon temps à. That's something you cannot stop doing. So that kind of expresses that you really like it. Je passe mon temps à prendre des photos. Something that is extremely French, like French from France, is when you like something, when you think it is good, you won't say it's good. You will say it is not bad. Pas mal. Tu as aimé le film? Il était pas mal. Though we are extremely creative when it comes to expressing that we don't like something. And here, that is not the best register, but it is extremely common in French. C'est de la merde. C'était nul. Nul à chier. But you can also say je kiffe. That is from Arabic, though I don't know which dialect, to be honest, and I don't know the original word. but it comes from Arabic. Je kiffe means I like it. And that is slang, but also extremely common, especially with younger generations. And by the way, millennials were still in the younger generation, so suck it. J'aime beaucoup la cuisine française, mais je préfère la cuisine italienne. As you saw in that sentence, j'aime beaucoup, I like it a lot, mais je préfère, that's what you prefer. That was not in the list because prefer and préfère are basically the same word. I think it makes sense for you. J'aime beaucoup la cuisine française, mais je préfère la cuisine italienne. Je déteste les fromages français, alors que je kiffe les fromages italiens. Je déteste le fromage français. Still my hate for cheese, that's a running gag, at least for me. So I hate it, I really hate it. But, je kiffe, because I use slang a lot, je kiffe les fromages italiens. Surtout la mozzarella, especially mozzarella. J'aime surtout la mozzarella, that's what I like. And see, by adding adverbs to aimer, we have another combination that expresses something else. And here we are, now you're capable of expressing what you like or dislike in French. Though I gave you a few words already, I highly encourage you to research words that are relevant to you, to your own life. For example, I hate cheese. Maybe you don't even like food. So for you, it's not relevant and you won't remember it. Let's be honest. If it doesn't mean anything to you, you won't remember it. So that's why I would say research vocabulary of things that you like and dislike and create your own sentence or sentences if you feel like it in the comments down below. And don't hesitate to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you're serious in learning French and if you like that lesson. And I'll see you next week to take yet another step on your French learning journey. À la semaine prochaine! Thank you.